What is the primary role of a food manager during a foodborne illness outbreak? A. Identify the contaminated food source. B. Contact the media. C. Suspend food service operations. D. Notify local health authorities. Answer: D. Food managers must immediately contact local regulatory authorities to report any suspected outbreak and follow protocols for control. Which practice is most effective for controlling the growth of pathogens in TCS food? A. Keeping it in dry storage. B. Holding food at the correct temperature. C. Using preservatives. D. Cooking only before serving. Answer: B. Temperature control is the key to preventing pathogen growth in TCS, time/temperature control for safety foods. What is the safest way to thaw frozen raw chicken? A. On the countertop. B. In warm water. C. In a microwave and then refrigerate. D. Under cold running water at 70 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Answer: D. Thawing under running water at a safe temperature helps prevent bacterial growth. Which is a chemical contamination risk in food service? A. Metal shavings. B. Broken glass. C. Cleaning spray mist landing on prep surfaces. D. Bones in meat. Answer: C. Chemical contaminants include cleaning agents accidentally contacting food or food surfaces. A food handler diagnosed with hepatitis A should: A. Wash hands frequently. B. Be assigned to clean floors. C. Be excluded from the operation. D. Wear gloves at all times. Answer: C. Food handlers with hepatitis A must be excluded from the workplace to prevent transmission. Which food item requires a USDA inspection stamp before receiving? A. Canned vegetables. B. Milk. C. Poultry. D. Seafood. Answer: C. Poultry and other meats require inspection stamps indicating government approval. How often should temperature logs for cold holding units be recorded? A. Every hour. B. Once per day. C. Every 4 hours. D. Once per week. Answer: C. Regular checks, typically every 4 hours, ensure food is held at safe temperatures. What is the purpose of an MSDS or SDS sheet in food service? A. List menu ingredients. B. Track pest activity. C. Explain chemical hazards and safety instructions. D. Record employee absences. Answer: C. Safety data sheets, SDS, provide essential info about handling and responding to chemical exposures. When are gloves required in food preparation? A. When handling raw produce. B. When washing dishes. C. When plating ready-to-eat food. D. When cleaning tables. Answer: C. Gloves must be worn when handling ready-to-eat foods to avoid direct hand contact and contamination. A food item stored in a cooler is labeled "Use by July 20th." What should happen on July 21st? A. Freeze the item. B. Reheat and serve. C. Move to dry storage. D. Discard the item. Answer: D. Food must be discarded once past its use-by date to prevent unsafe consumption. Which food must be cooked to at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit 63 degrees Celsius for safe consumption? A. Ground beef. B. Chicken wings. C. Pork chop. D. Tuna steak. Answer: D. Tuna steak is a fin fish and must be cooked to at least 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Ground beef requires 155 degrees Fahrenheit, and poultry requires 165 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the correct way to handle ready-to-eat food with a minor hand injury? A. Use hand sanitizer only. B. Wear gloves without washing hands. C. Cover wound and wear gloves. D. Avoid food handling completely. Answer, C. Minor wounds must be properly bandaged and covered, and gloves must be worn to prevent contamination of food. A delivery of milk must be rejected if the temperature is A. 38 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 40 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 41 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer, D. Milk must be received at 41 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. A temperature of 50 degrees Fahrenheit is too high and may promote bacterial growth. Which of the following is a food safety risk during thawing? A. Thawing under refrigeration. B. Thawing in a microwave. C. Thawing in warm water overnight. D. Thawing as part of the cooking process. Answer, C. Thawing in warm water overnight creates ideal conditions for bacteria to grow on the outer layer of the food. How long can hot-held food be served without temperature control before being discarded? A. 2 hours. B. 4 hours. C. 6 hours. D. 8 hours. Answer, B. Hot food can be held without temperature control for up to 4 hours, after which it must be discarded. What is the best way to prevent backflow in a food facility? A. Air gap. B. Grease trap. C. Hose attachment. D. Screened vent. Answer, A. An air gap is a physical space between water supply and potential contaminants that ensures backflow prevention. Which item is considered a physical contaminant? A. Pesticide residue. B. Bone fragment. C. Mold spore. D. Bacteria. Answer, B. Bone fragments, glass, or metal shavings are examples of physical contaminants and can cause injury or choking. What should food handlers do after clearing tables? A. Remove gloves. B. Wash hands. C. Apply hand sanitizer. D. Wipe hands with a napkin. Answer, B. After handling dirty tableware, food handlers must wash hands to avoid cross-contaminating clean surfaces or food. A sneeze guard must extend. A. 6 inches below the food. B. 10 inches above the counter. C. 7 inches beyond the food. D. 14 inches above the food. Answer, D. Sneeze guards should be at least 14 inches above the food and extend 7 inches beyond to protect from contamination. A manager observes an employee wiping their nose and returning to cooking. What should they do? A. Retrain on hygiene. B. Give gloves. C. Terminate employment. D. Wash food thoroughly. Answer, A. The manager must retrain the employee on proper hygiene and ensure they wash hands before resuming work. Shell stock identification tags must be kept on file for how many days after the last shellfish is used? A. 7. B. 21. C. 30. D. 90. Answer, D. Shell stock tags help trace the source in case of illness and must be kept for 90 days. What is the safest way to cool a large batch of chili? A. Place in a freezer. B. Divide into shallow pans. C. Leave on counter until room temperature. D. Add ice cubes into the chili. Answer, B. Dividing hot food into smaller portions helps it cool quickly and stay out of the temperature danger zone. What practice reduces the risk of foodborne illness from parasites? A. Cooking food to safe internal temperatures. B. Rinsing food under cold water. C. Using single-use gloves. D. Labeling all food. Answer, A. Cooking destroys most parasites. Proper time and temperature control is essential to prevent illness. Sanitizer solution used in a 3-compartment sink must be A. Cold and neutral pH. B. warm and soapy. C. At correct concentration. D. Changed every hour. Answer, C. The sanitizer must be maintained at proper concentration and monitored with test strips to ensure effectiveness. When must a food handler change gloves? A. Every 4 hours. B. After touching ready-to-eat food. C. When switching tasks. D. At the end of a shift. Answer, C. Gloves must be changed when switching between different food types or tasks to prevent cross-contamination. Which food must be stored at the top of a refrigerator? A. Raw chicken. B. Ground beef. C. Ready-to-eat salad. D. Pork ribs. Answer, C. Ready-to-eat foods must be stored above raw foods to prevent drip contamination. Which temperature is within the danger zone? A. 41 degrees Fahrenheit. B. 65 degrees Fahrenheit. C. 135 degrees Fahrenheit. D. 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Answer, B. The danger zone is between 41 degrees Fahrenheit and 135 degrees Fahrenheit. At 65 degrees Fahrenheit, bacteria can multiply rapidly. What is required when reheating food for hot holding? A. Reheat to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. B. Reheat within 4 hours. C. Reheat to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. D. Reheat in microwave only. Answer, C. Food must be reheated to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours before hot holding. What should be done if a food handler has diarrhea? A. Wear gloves. B. Continue working with a mask. C. Report symptoms and stay home. D. Use hand sanitizer frequently. Answer, C. Diarrhea is a reportable symptom. The food handler must not work until cleared by medical personnel. What condition allows bacteria to grow best? A. Acidic, dry, and hot. B. Moist, neutral pH, warm. C. Cold, salty, frozen. D. Dry, frozen, low oxygen. Answer, B. Bacteria thrive in moist environments with neutral pH and warm temperatures, especially 70 to 125 degrees Fahrenheit.